to Centurion's Corner, and today we are going to be creating webs for your Marvel Legends Spider-Man. Now I'm using Ben Riley for mine as I missed out on the retro, but this is one I made earlier on the Spider-Man that we done the other day with the black lines, and we have actually made him some nice Spider-Man webs going all the way up to here. And you can actually bend the actual wire itself. You can manipulate it in any particular way that you want to. So whether you want him hanging, swinging, or just shooting that web completely out there, it's entirely up to you. And I'll show you how to make that right now. So first of all, what you want to do is just pop down to your local hobby craft shop or any other sort of store to pick up some wire. And I've picked up this wire here and actually got it from in the UK from B&Q. And thanks to Anakin98, follow him on Instagram, and the actual name and link is in the description down below. And he actually sourced out this wire for me. It's actually perfect. It's actually got a wire inside, and it's white with a PVC coating on there, and it's very manipulable. If you do get it, don't do what I did and took the actual packaging off, because it literally just unravelled. And this was actually £1.98 as well in the store. And it was down sort of the aisle where you would find the chains and other bits like that. They just kept telling me it was aisle 18. I had no clue where I was going. So what you want to do anyway is actually just for your desired length of your webbing. And what you've got to think about is the length of your webbing. You need double the amount, because we're going to fold this in half. So just get the webbing that you desire. Now I'm going to have to sort of unravel it a little bit. And we'll go to about here. I'm going to get some wire cutters. It's not actually that thick, but just these kind of little clippers that you can get. And these are really good for the little boxes of the Bandai kits to undo the clips and stuff like that without escaping too much of the model. Okay, so what we've got the wire here, and it is kind of quite a long length. And if it is too long, don't worry about it, because you can actually cut it back down straight after. So what we're going to do, put these two ends together, and then what we're going to do is just use this pencil to get to the very end down there. So now we have two lengths all the way down. And I think I might have made this a bit too long again, but not to worry. And then what you want to do with your pencil, we're just going to keep twisting the pencil around and around. And as you can see, sooner or later the wire starts twisting as well. This takes a little while, so what I'm going to do, I'm just going to skip away, just keep holding this end tight and keep twisting this one, and then I'll come back to you once we get to that end, and we'll see you in a mo. Right, so as we get to the end now, we've gone all the way down to this far. Still got this end to go, but for me the wire's a little bit too long. So what we're going to do, just go to the end here, and then we're just going to clip these parts off. Get rid of those parts, and then we're just going to twist these ones just around a little bit more, and then we're just going to slightly just fold them in on themselves, just so we ain't got any kind of ends really sort of showing off there. So just going to twist them into that way. So now you've got a nice little hole on this end, and all the way down goes to this. So what I want to do next is grab a little bit more of the wire, so we just got another length, and just grab a really long, doesn't really matter how long this one is, but just grab enough. It comes with loads, you ain't gonna waste it away, so just cut it off. And then what we're going to do here, we're just going to loop that just underneath, a little hand loop there, just get it into play, into a little hook, like so. And then what you can do is just spiral it around to keep that bit in place. Like so. So now it's time to sort of build in the detail of the web. So what you can always do is just go up a little bit and then wrap it around. Just like so. And you can keep it going for a little bit. And then what you can do, if you wanted, you can make it a little bit slack in certain areas. So I like the web sort of shooting off a little bit. And then come back in and tie that together. And wrap that around a few times as well. It doesn't have to be neat, doesn't have to be exact. You can just keep going around all the time. Because every web is always different. You can make bigger sort of loops and just twist them around. You could even sort of spiral it up as well, just a couple. And again, just keep wrapping around in certain areas just to get that detail right in there. So we start getting a bit of a Spider-Man web looking sort of shape. You can manipulate all these extra areas because it's all wire, which is cool. Do an extra little loop. You can hear it hitting my light on the desk because I've made the wire too long. You can do little sort of ones like this. Looks like a figure of 8. And then wrap it around loads in a certain area. So then you kind of get that kind of gap kind of ones there. And just literally just keep doing the same sort of thing over and over again. It's up to you how you want your webs. Look at the webs in comic books and pictures, because each artist does their webs differently. Each people prefer their webs completely different. I like mine sort of being more streamlined, not so much all over the place, because yeah, Spider-Man's web, isn't it? You know, it's normally quite a thin kind of thing going off, rather than sort of looking too wiry, etc. And I'll just keep going around until we get to the end. And then where we got that bit tucked in, just at the end, what you want to do is over protect that part by just going around it a couple times. And then we're going to cut this end part here, just like so, and then we're going to tuck this bit to reinforce this part into the actual web itself. And then that reinforces it and then stops it from being too sharp. So there we go, we have one Spider-Man looking web just there from using just a little bit of wire, and looking cool and being able to manipulate it in any particular ways you like. So with that, obviously we've got the loop at the bottom where we put the pencil, so we can actually take off this hand and pop that in there, through the loop, and plug that straight in there. And then if it's not tight enough for you, you can just twist the end. Just make sure you twist it the same way as you've done with the pencil. And there you go, one Spider-Man with his web shooting away. So that is how you make Spider-Man's webbing for your Marvel Legends figures, and it will also work with any of the other figures as well. Just make the webbing a little bit smaller and just make it to your required length. This alone only cost me less than £2, and I've got so much more wire, so I can create many more webs as well. So obviously, again, a massive big shout out to Panicking Anakin 98 on Instagram. You often see me do collaborations with him where we pick up 2 characters, have the same kind of concept, but come out with 2 completely different pictures. And yeah, it's worth a follow. He's a really great guy, and go and check him out as well. And that brings me to the end of the video. So thank you so much. Comment down below if you're going to try this at home for your Spider-Man. You can follow me on Instagram, which is in the description down below. Also, you can donate by PayPal. We've got the signing up thing, so you can actually join the channel now for, I think it's like $2.99. So yeah, comment down below, like the video, do everything you can. Please share as well. Let's get out there. And thank you so much. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.